live from the O'Hara Construction Studio in downtown Jackson. It's the Bart Hawley Show. I'm David Rice, inviting you to join Bart and his guests from Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Vice President of Population Health, Dr. Cortland Catan. Jackson TSC Manager from MDOT, Kelby Wallace. From My Place Jackson and My Bakery, Executive Director Alex Fagan and Board Chair Amber McKee. Coordinators for People for the Parks and Trails, Aaron Dimmick and Andrew Sargent. And from the Capital City Brass Band, Craig Britton. And now, here's Bart.
Why, thank you very much, David Rice, and good afternoon, everyone. Happy holidays and welcome. Really nice to have you with us today on this cold Monday afternoon, 2 weeks away from Christmas. Right now, 33 degrees. We've had some snow flurries already this morning, and there's a chance we could see some more snow flurries and patchy rain this afternoon. High day of 37. Partly cloudy tonight, low 26. Tomorrow we'll see the sun again, and a high of 40 degrees. Wednesday, sunny but brisk, high 36. Sunny on Thursday, 42. And quick look at the weekend, we'll be in the mid 40s. So this week, no snow. Chances of a white Christmas in Jackson are at this point less than 50%. We'll know more in a few days, but right now it's not looking that great. Today's weather brought to you by Kelly Express. Happy holidays from Kelly Express. Great savings on your favorite snacks and drinks. You can get a slice of their awesome pizza for $1.99 all this month at South Street, Jefferson Road, Napoleon, Grass Lake, and the newest location on County Farm Road. Let's take a look outside. We've got the sky cam up above downtown Jackson, looking west on this December afternoon. Today is the 11th of December. And it is National Stretching Day. Everybody just take a moment and stretch. Okay. It's International Mountain Day, UNICEF birthday, and now International Mountain Day. Lucas, you should know mountains because you're a mountain climber. What's the tallest mountain in the United States?
In the United States? One of the Rockies.
It starts with R, ends with R.
I'm not sure.
Mount Rainier. It is the birthday of UNICEF. It was on this day in 1946. UNICEF, United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund, was established, dedicated to the welfare of children around the world, and unfortunately it's in desperate use and need this year. National Have a Bagel Day, and the best bagels anywhere are at Kibbe Cobb Deli. They are out of this world. People in New York think our Kibbe Cobb bagels are better, and they are. It is the anniversary of the arrest of Bernie Madoff, the biggest fraud in the history of the United States. He made off with untold numbers of dollars. We don't know there was so much. In 1963, kidnappers released Frank Sinatra Jr. Not too many people remember this, but Frank Sinatra Jr. was kidnapped by three people. They thought this would be a quick payday. It turns out they were all captured, and he was released. The ransom, $245,000, was recovered, and the people went to jail. On this day in 1941, U.S. declared war on Germany and Italy, responding to both Italy and Germany's declaration of war on us, coming just days after the Pearl Harbor bombing by Japan. That was a bad week for the United States. It was on this day in 1951, Joe DiMaggio announced he would retire from baseball. In 1967, Guess Who's Coming to Dinner was released, directed by Stanley Kramer, starring Spencer Tracy, Sidney Poitier, and Katharine Hepburn. Katharine Hepburn went on to win the Best Actress Oscar in 1968. Now on to Today in the J. Look at some of the things happening today, and we've got just a couple. We've got the Michigan Theater hosting a free holiday movie. It's Home Alone, The Adventures of Kevin McAllister, this little 8-year-old kid who's left at home alone while his family goes to, where did they go, Paris? I think they did, yes, Paris. Joe Pesci, Daniel Stern, Catherine O'Hara, Macaulay Culkin. The doors open at 6:30 tonight, refreshment stand, and the bar will be open. The film starts at 7 o'clock, and it's absolutely free. Vocal Point, the Jackson College Concert Choir, has a holiday caroling concert tonight at 7 p.m., and they will be doing that in the Jets hangar on the central campus of Jackson College. It's free, and everyone is welcome. And the Nightlights has their drive-through Christmas show tonight and every night right through January 7th. And there is this firm out at MIS setting up camp during Nightlights that gives helicopter rides so you can see the Nightlights from the air. And you can book that through their, there's some place, I'm not sure where it is, but there are helicopter rides overnight lights, and that is Today in the J. One quick preview. Tomorrow night, the Jackson College Holiday Concert will be at the Michigan Theater. That is free. It's at 7 o'clock, and it will feature the Jackson College Community Concert Band and the Jazzy Jets, and they will be playing such classics as We Three Kings, Carol of the Bells, God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, Greensleeves. The audience is invited to sing along and dance in the aisles. That's tomorrow night. Tuesday night, 7 p.m. at the Michigan Theater. And that is Today in the J, brought to you by Experience Jackson. A quick look at some of the things that have happened over these past few days. On Thursday night, it was the Jackson County, Michigan Historical Society annual meeting and party, and a wonderful time had by all 120 people in attendance in the Commonwealth Commerce Center ballroom. And they had several museum displays. There's a Pastor and Mrs. James Hines who were in attendance to provide the invocation. That is a painting, an historical depiction of the Underground Railroad, which was presented for all her many contributions to the community and to the society to Linda Haas. Rachel Buchanan helping pass out the award winners for 2023, and they included the Lifetime Achievement Award and the Community Impact Award. The Hanover Horton Area Historical Society won the Rehabilitation Award. There's Linda getting the painting and her surprise award. Betty Dahlem Desbians won the Lifetime Achievement Award, and Betty passed away this past year, and a couple of her friends accepted that in her honor. And Craig Pittman from Concord won the Community Impact Award. He has been restoring and cleaning gravestones. There's Lloyd Ganton with his display from Ye Olde Carriage House. Thanks to everyone who volunteers their time and efforts to celebrate and remember the history of our great community. On Thursday, it was Pearl Harbor Day. It was the Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day here in Jackson. as the ceremony was held in Jackson at the USS Arizona Memorial, the state of Michigan USS Arizona Memorial at the Cascades. And each year, since the award was dedicated and placed just a couple of years ago, a ceremony held. Denise Hoffman presenting the national anthem, Dan Todd from the VFW, one of the speakers. There's Stan Mazer, who was the person responsible for getting this relic from the USS Arizona to Jackson, honoring the sailors and Marines of the USS Arizona from Michigan who died on December 7th, 1941. The ringing of the bells for each person who's listed on the plaque, and a salute honoring the fallen, a rightful salute by the Vietnam Veterans of America Chapter 109 Honor Guard, and there they are serving the community. And Jim Koulos and Mark Heath playing taps on their bugles. Thanks to everyone who participated in that. You know, not only did we have this event here in Jackson, but we have someone that lives in Jackson who survived the attack on Pearl Harbor and is still alive today. 100-year-old Herb Elfring, who lives at Vista Grand Villa, was at Pearl Harbor for this ceremony, and there's Herb on the front page of the Wall Street Journal on Friday as one of 6 centenarian survivors who were in attendance at the Remembrance Day ceremony in Honolulu on the 82nd anniversary of that attack. Herb, here with his granddaughter Leanne Eaton, sat quietly during the moment of silence at 7:55 a.m., the same time the attack began on December 7th, 1941, and there is the USS Arizona shortly after being bombed. Herb said he was happy, telling the AP that many members of the public showed interest in the commemoration. Herb Elfring was in the Army, assigned to the 251st Coast Artillery, part of the California National Guard. He remembers hearing bombs explode a few miles down the coast at Pearl Harbor, but thought it was just a training exercise. He was there, witnessed the attack, and is one of just a handful of survivors from Pearl Harbor. As every day more and more people pass away who served in World War II. If the people that were in service, like Herb at Pearl Harbor and the Naval Air Station there, they would have been, the ones still alive today would have been 17 or 18 at the time of the attack. And as I think we all know, there were people even younger than 17 that did sign up, particularly after the wars began. Even though they were below age, the people back in the day were able to lie on their forms to get in, and many people did. So congratulations, Herb, for making the front page of the Wall Street Journal on Friday, and for your years of service to the country and to our community. And I'm so glad you were able to go. We're hoping to catch up with Herb a little bit later this week. Well, today we had our staff Christmas party. Lucas, our staff Christmas party was on Friday. Here it is Monday. And how many of the staff are missing? MIA?
Most of them.
Most of them. So we have Teague, who's out sick. Brandon went home sick. Adam's sick. Joe's sick. Was it something at the party that caused all this sickness? Like
I feel great.
alcohol? No, it was not. People's illnesses, they're respiratory and nasally, and there's stuff going around. And Trish and Bob couldn't come to the party. They were sick. Yeah. It's the time of year. And that is why we have a very special guest on today's show. the Vice President of Population Health for Henry Ford Jackson Hospital, Dr. Cortland Katayan. He's standing by in the County National Bank Green Room and will be joining us shortly as the winter sickness season begins here at JTV. Kelby Wallace, the Jackson TSC manager of the Michigan Department of Transportation, will be here. Alex Fagan and Amber McKee from My Place and My Bakery. Amazing what they're doing for young women in our community. The people for the Parks and Trails, the founders, Aaron Dimmick and Andrew Sargent, will look back at their holiday decorating in the parks. And Craig Britton will be here from the Capital City Brass Band, and they're getting ready for their annual concert tour coming up later this week. It's awesome. We'll preview that. All this and much more today on JTV. Thanks so much for joining us. And we get started right after this.